Calgary's first gay hockey team looks a lot different 10 years later. 10 years after hitting the ice for the first time, Calgary's first gay hockey team has become something much bigger. What began as a single team made up mostly of gay men has evolved into the Calgary Inclusive Hockey Association, an organization that now fields 3 teams and aims to make hockey more welcoming for all members of the LGBTQ community. "Hockey is for everyone," said Jason Finnan, president of the association. "We want to pull those people back into hockey who may have fallen out because they didn't feel safe in typical hockey spaces." CIHA was established to create a safe and inclusive hockey environment for LGBTQ players and allies. Its flagship team, the Pioneers, joined Winsport's Hockey Canada League in 2015. A second team, the Villagers, was added in 2017, and by 2023, the association had grown to 3 full teams, beginner, intermediate and advanced, each with about 25 players and a growing waitlist. Finnan, who came out in 2019 and joined shortly after, said it was life-changing to find a space where he could be gay and a hockey player. "I thought those 2 things had to be separate," he said. "I didn't expect something like this to exist at all, just being newly out. Finding 80 to 90 people who shared a love of hockey and were part of the same community as me, it was quite special." Growing up playing competitive hockey, Finnan said homophobic language was widespread and often went unchecked. "It was common in almost every game that I would hear something like a homophobic slur used as a chirp," he said. "I thought that was the culture and that's what was accepted. In hindsight, I guess it was quite hard for me to hear that, because I wasn't openly out." He continued playing hockey in beer leagues as an adult and took over as CIHA president in 2021. In 2019, the organization rebranded from the Calgary Gay Hockey Association to the Calgary Inclusive Hockey Association, a shift Finnan said opened the door to a more diverse membership. "The team was mainly just gay white men, and there were many requests from women and trans players that wanted to join us but didn't feel very welcome just based on the demographic of the team," he said. The new name just better encapsulates what the community really is, the LGBTQIA+ community, not just a group of gay men playing hockey. Since then, Finnan says CIHA has seen a large influx in players who previously felt excluded. "It means the world to our organizing group that those new players can come right in," he said. "They don't feel scared, they don't feel unsafe. They can immediately be themselves and play the sport they love." Shifting hockey culture. Article content. While Finnan says on-ice experiences are now mostly positive, that wasn't always the case. When the Pioneers joined the Winsport League in 2015, there were few protections for LGBTQ players, he said. Finnan credits early team leaders for pushing the league to strengthen its anti-discrimination policies. Today, he says the league enforces strict consequences for homophobic or transphobic behavior. Slurs were thrown around about people's sexuality or gender expression, incidents that continued until last season, he said. Winsport did respond to them quite professionally and threatened to remove those players from the league entirely. "Now," Finnan said, "games are competitive but respectful. It's still heated hockey," he said. "But it never comes back to our sexuality or gender expression." Celebrating inclusive sport at Western Cup XLI. Article content. This weekend, the Calgary Inclusive Hockey Association is hosting the Western Cup Hockey Tournament, drawing LGBTQ players from across Western Canada and the U.S. This year's tournament features 8 teams and around 130 players. "It's just a huge weekend for all these unique people to come together and enjoy the sport they love," said Finnan. The hockey tournament is part of the broader Western Cup Sport Festival, run by Apollo Friends in Sport, a Calgary-based organization founded in 1981. Apollo serves primarily LGBTQ+ communities but welcomes participants from all backgrounds. Article content. Now in its 41st year, the Western Cup draws about 1,000 athletes for tournaments in badminton, bowling, curling, dodgeball, hockey, cross-country skiing, pickleball, volleyball and soccer. "There's nothing else really like this in Canada," said Ian Watt, president of Western Cup. We've got teams coming in from all across the country, and some coming in from the US. It just keeps growing and bringing more people in. The push for more inclusivity in sport is ongoing, according to Finnan, who said SIHA aims to continue increasing diversity within its hockey teams. He says a growing visibility of LGBTQ athletes is helping change the culture of sport more broadly, from rec leagues to the pros. We're slowly making it more inclusive for anyone from any walk of life to gain access to hockey. We see it going up all the way to the professional level, with the Professional Women's Hockey League. We see a lot of open lesbians in that league, a pro sport, he said. It's fundamentally changing sports.